my own decisions, boy. What do you do? I could spend a week or two out in Honolulu, and I ain't got $1 billion, but I got a screw loose to the people that see the world just like the news do. While you stunting on the block, you can invest that money, get funded by some stocks. I'd rather make a punchline than punch into a clock. Life is hard, but you won't change it just wishing on a star, cause you can miss this like you in the dark. This beat is intimate, so you can really feel my heart. System built for us to fail, but somehow we all prevail. By the time I was 17, man, I thought I'd be in jail. Cause we moved out to the burbs and still get cuffed up in a cell. Most are blind to this world, but this world, I see it well.
I've been dealing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop, piper. Warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop, piper. Warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters, the demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through cold and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop, piper. Warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers.
All I ever wanted was a black grand national. Being rational, give them what they ask for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made him mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad. Watching do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? They like, what he on? This the Alpha and Omega. Welcome home. This is not a song, this is a revelation, how to get a gone. Teach you a man, baby, I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction, that's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird hands, baby. Whoa! It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made him mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad. Watch do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out if they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate them that's hating on them. And they both, I hate them hating on them. and they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Feel like he entitled cause he knew me since a kid. Y'all cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel yelling. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll reach that, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. Hey. Hey. Monster! Heading back, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. When they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag be getting thrown like it was pass interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show the ropes before they from a... I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up, we up the plyometric. Ran up out of luck, soon as I up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit, let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling Monster! Oh man. Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. 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 Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot. Well, nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know. Yeah, is that your man? Cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. She said I have a proposition. If you really want to take me home, then I said what's that? And she said, if you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. So sung how I wore when it came home. And there's palm and I won't blame you if you can't believe. But she began to glow.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. the ground. It's the rookie from Alabama. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to Walker on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Again, it's Walker. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's 2nd and 10. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Check go.
Walker. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Set. Street. 79.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Jake Moody now for the point after. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Score Seahawks 7, Broncos 0. Michael Mixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Right, Eddie.
Burrow will throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Derek Hall in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
11, MT, take. Right, 80. 12.
They'll run. This is Phil Maffa. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, there are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
3rd and 19.
Here we go. Right, 80. 11.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. And that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Here's Walker into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, second and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on third down?
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Gun.
Right back to him on first down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. The tackle made by Boye Mafe. The Cowboys at 11-3 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down at 7.
11. 180.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11. Here we go. Right, 80.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10.
11, mighty. Here we go. Can. 11.
They'll run here with Malcolm. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 21. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Can.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
60 Bison.
They'll set up a throw. A short throw there, pulled in by all. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Jalen Hyatt, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I love the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Second and 12.
Here we go, here we go. Wide 80. Wide cut. Shot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now.
Wide 80.
They'll run. This is James Wade. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9.
Let's get set. 180.
Burrow looking to pass. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Can. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Eleven. Stop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Elijah Arroyo with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Sharp. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
40-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here comes third and the length of the football.
11. Wide 80.
Now it's Burrow. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 17-3 cushion already, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's second and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he gets his down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
On one, ready? Here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He finds his man, complete. That's Sharp. Oh, and Nelson space to operate. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
46-yard line.
MT. Here we go. Wide in. Stop.
Now the first carry here for the running back. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6.
11. Here we go. 180. Place up.
From midfield now, Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Sharp. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Burrow. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the left side, looked in by Horton. And he's going to be out 20 at the 15. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else. Walker now at first and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead. Moody good with an extra point. And the lead is now 24. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The career is more at stake when you're from.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He'll swing this out to Blue. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Can.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Carry now for Martha. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this the holiday season, because here we are in the season of giving, right? It is a season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pass caught, a roll right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Moody good with an extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Second down and 6 now.
11. Here we go. Wide 80.
They'll set up to throw. Drops it to Blue. Complete. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, 60 yards. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Cowboys 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it off.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Sticking with Walker on second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's a 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's taken in by Arroyo. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? and just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look.
Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
16 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
On the ground, it's Maffa. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Right 80. Right top.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Pressure comes. He's taken down. Seahawks defense. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
11 MT take. 11 MT take.
Burrow will throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
180, 12, 12, 12.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Up the middle, here's Walker. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Don't jump. Ready? Green 19. Get out. Get out.
And they take a knee.
Here we go. 331, 331.
And they will take a knee here.
Here we go. 319, get the back.
And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To the air again, Burrow. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with a football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's sharp. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. So the victory here for Seattle. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses.